Murder, She Watched contains adult themes and adult language. Listener discretion is advised. Murder, She Watched is for entertainment purposes only. Hello, Couch Detectives. How are you? Welcome back to our podcast. My name is Amy Archer. I am your host. I'm here with Kyla today. Hi, Kyla.
Hi, Amy. Hi, Couch Detectives.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Let me tell you something. It is beautiful here in the Northeast.
Is it?
It is like 72, breezy,
Yeah.
low
Oh, that's
humidity,
amazing.
no smoke. The smoke from the fires is gone.
Oh,
It's nice.
nice.
It's really nice.
It's better than it is here. It's pretty humid. I'm looking out the window right now. It's still pretty hazy. And it's hopefully it'll clear up for us soon then if it's gone away for you.
Since we're on the public feed, do you want to give a shout out to the Indianapolis meetup and maybe more people can come?
Yes, thank you. So, shout out to Couch Detective Kendra. She's kind of spearheading this a little bit, and I appreciate her so much. And Couch Detective America. They're local and they are really looking for locations. And if anybody has suggestions, we're open to taking them. But anyway, around Indianapolis, we're going to be in the northern suburbs. We're going to have a meetup on September 12th. It's a Saturday.
Oh, it's September 12th. Okay.
Yes, Saturday, September 12th. Okay. And we're thinking, early afternoon. We haven't locked down a time yet, but, we still have some time. We're thinking brewery, winery, something like that with an outdoor vibe. That way people can get a drink if they want to drink. If you want to get food, you can get food. But yeah, so
that's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be so much fun. And the nice part about Indianapolis is it's literally in the middle of the state. So Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky.
And you'll be there.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be there for sure.
Yep. Kyla will be there. And then we're going to try to have a meetup in Chicago in the spring, which I think will be fun. So if you're interested, if you're in the Indianapolis area and you're interested, we do have a Facebook group. The link is in the show notes. And you can jump in there, and Kyla's created an event.
Yes, there is an event in there.
Space in there, so you can get in there. But you can also message either one of us, and we can help connect you.
Absolutely. It's going to be a good time. So yes, and again, if you have ideas, if you're local to the area and you have connections or know a place, let me know. And I'll connect some of the local people who can help. So yeah.
Maybe you guys can all get in your RAV4s and drive around.
Ooh, we can circle somewhere.
I did get a message from a couch detective. Let me look it up real quick. Who messaged me and said, if Toyota's not your sponsor, they should be. Because I just went out and bought a RAV4.
Listen, wouldn't we just die? What if Toyota reached out to us and we're like, because you love the RAV4 more than any people have ever loved the RAV4. And we're constantly shouting their praises. A t-shirt. If they sent me a t-shirt, I would be so happy.
It was Couch Detective Carly.
Yes.
And she bought a 2024 black RAV4. Congrats, Carly.
Ooh, welcome Carly. To the club. Welcome to the club. Fellow black RAV4 girl over here. Whoop, whoop.
We are so lame.
I know.
So let's talk about a toxic love story, shall we?
Whoa. Yeah.
This is real quick. Everybody stay tuned to the end where I'll talk about our meetup that we're having tonight on YouTube Live. It's not a meetup. It's a YouTube Live. It'll air. Yes. It'll be tonight when this airs. So stay tuned to after the episode and I'll give more details on that. I liked this, but let me give everybody a little peek behind the curtain. Becca and I were supposed to do this.
Yes.
Becca has fallen ill. She's fine. She'll be
Becca
fine.
Has taken ill.
She's taken ill to her bed. Yes. We miss her deeply. She'll be back. But so she and I watched this because we had screeners, right?
Yeah.
And then she falls ill. You're right in there. I'm like, Kyla, how quick can you log into my Netflix, watch this, and record with me? And she's like, I got it. I'm on it.
I got it.
That's why we have a community. That's why
honestly,
we have a community.
And it's so funny because you'll text me and be like, I have a huge favor to ask you. Say no if you want to, and it's never huge. It's always so simple. So yes.
Well, I will say this. So Becca and I chatted about this, and we were
Mhm.
very proud of ourselves because we felt that we saw red flags around Ian before
Yeah.
we
Oh,
knew there were red
lots of
flags.
red
We
flags
were
around
like,
Ian.
wait a minute,
Mhm.
something. And this is good news for Becca and I because our pickers are
Prob
getting better.
You're in this orbit enough now that you're like, "No, no, no, that's a red."
Mm-hmm.
Now, I
Yes.
will admit, I did not see the hard turn coming per se, but
Mm-hmm.
Ian did rub me the wrong way a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. And do you
Mm-hmm.
know whose voice he kind of has? And once I heard it, I couldn't unhear it. So I'm gonna do
Okay,
this to
hit me.
everybody else in the world. Howard Stern.
Oh,
Not
I'll have to
all
go
the
back and
time,
listen.
but on some of the body cam footage when he's talking and he's trying to really talk shop with the
Mm-hmm.
officers that are there, it
Mm-hmm.
sounds like it. And I just
Mm.
could not unsee it because they look nothing alike, but yeah.
Okay, and I will say Angela Diaz put
Mm.
another woman on the trash pile. I don't like to be
What
putting
is
these women
going
on the trash
on?
pile.
Seriously, what
Jeez.
is going on?
I don't
She
know.
checking all the boxes, and she's like, "Let's get all the scams in as
And
quickly as
why?
possible."
Listen, as a woman who birthed twins, why
Yes.
is the go-to always faking the twin pregnancy?
Yeah, what is that about faking the twins? Do we think it's just like, if we're gonna go for it, let's just do it?
I
Let's
don't know. I'm
just say,
like, did they grow up watching Guiding Light? Did they know about,
"Oh,
the
guiding
twin
light."
fakery? I don't know.
When I tell you, okay, so that was a soap I grew up watching, was Guiding Light, and, Josh and Riva and their
Oh,
storyline lives rent
I
free in my
can't. I
mind.
can't. And when Riva was Amish and then
And a
Annie
clone.
Dutton,
Riva got cloned, right?
Riva got cloned.
Yeah,
Riva
yeah, yeah,
Riva
yeah.
was also Amish. Hashtag never
Yes.
forget.
Oh,
Oh my god. And then Annie
yeah.
Dutton, I can remember I was
Yes.
so obsessed with the Annie Dutton storyline.
Oh my gosh. I
Mm.
would love see, that's my soap. That's my comfort
That's
soap.
my soap too. It's number
I love
1.
it. And All My
Number 1 for me.
Children is second for me. I
Oh
love
no, As the World
Susan.
Turns is second for me.
Okay.
Mhm.
And see, my grandma that babysat
And
us
then Young and the
sometimes.
Restless.
See, she was Young and the Restless and Bold and the
Mhm.
Beautiful. Bold and the
Mhm.
Beautiful was kind of bottom for me. That was my
I'm a
least favorite.
CBS girly. I was a
Yeah,
CBS
same.
soap girly, but
Same.
when I wanted to be a soap opera writer in college, I did watch all the soaps. I
Well, you
brought
have to
3 or 2 VCRs to school with me, and I had Days of Our Lives recording, All My Children recording, Passion, Sunset Beach, all of it.
so you could
I watched all
study
of it.
and just kinda
Yes.
get
Well,
all the things in.
okay, now we're down a rabbit hole. I
Yeah.
ran the Demira Times. You know about
Yes.
the
I
Demira
do know
Times.
about this. This is
Yes.
amazing.
I was running an AOL soap opera newsletter in 19
You were
it was
destined to
probably
do this.
97.
That's amazing. You were an OG. You were destined to do this, Amy.
And here's
Seriously.
what I would do. It was called the Demira Times. It was on Days of Our Lives. And I would recap it. And then I would make jokes. I would have viewer comments. Like it was a whole thing. I was running a
You were
podcast in
podcasting
print.
before podcasting.
And then I had
Seriously.
I probably had 2 or 3,000 subscribers.
That's so cool.
Mhm,
I love
mhm.
that. Seriously, that's
Yeah.
such a flex.
Yeah. Well, it
Your destiny
told
was
you all
calling.
about my social life in college. Let's just put it
Who
that way.
cares? Listen, I told you about how much I love The Sims. And I
Yes,
just
well,
outed myself because I hold
same.
those cards close to my chest.
Same. All right, let's start, shall we?
Yes.
So we open with a 911 call. There is a woman. She's in distress. She has been choked, stalked. She's scared for her life. She says a
Yeah.
man grabbed her, threw her against the wall, and threatened her. And she thinks it's her husband's ex. And immediately, because we've gotten so many of these, I'm like, is it real?
Uh-huh.
Is it not real? Who is it?
I
Who hired this
immediately-
person? Yeah.
Yep, I know. It's because there's so many, as we go through this story, there's so many parallels to countless other cases we've talked about.
I agree.
Countless.
I agree.
And I didn't believe her immediately.
No.
It's just, I'm jaded.
Our first talking head is with Leslie. She says she's been
Leslie.
friends with Ian for 20 years. They worked at Disney together, and his mom moved to another state, and she became like a really good
Yeah,
supportive
they were
friend.
besties.
Is she in love with him? What's your
I
thought
think
there?
so. A little bit. She protested a little too much. I don't know. Now I say that, but I have a very, very close male friend in my life. We've been friends since we were kids.
Okay.
He's like completely platonic, always has been.
Mm-hmm.
We lived together after college for a while. We were
Mm-hmm.
roommates. We used to hang out all the time. We were like our own little family unit. Everyone always assumed there was something going on between us. Never have I ever. I'll never forget one time we were at a party and he just snapped about it. And he was like, we have never done anything. We never would. My God, please leave us alone about it. So
okay. Was a piece of you a little hurt by that?
No.
Like, you don't have to rule out that you would never bang me. I am bangable.
Okay, you know what's really funny? Quick story about that. God, this is going to be an episode at Side Tangents, but this is really funny and it's fast. My brother one time was in the hospital for something. He's fine. It was very minor, but I live where he was in the hospital and my parents asked me to go because they couldn't be there. And we're parents. We understand you want someone to be there.
Sure.
And this was pre-COVID. So you could just mosey right into the hospital and go back to the room. So I'm back there with him and they're getting ready to take him back for something. And he had all of his stuff and they're like, can you leave these with your wife? And he was like, that is my sister. And I was like, oh, you'd be lucky to have me. And it was so funny because we are not super close at all, like at all. So it was just really funny. It was the thought of us being a couple is laughable.
I was very, very good friends with a boy in middle school and high school, and I'm married to him now.
See, but so that's awesome.
But we were just friends until we were 30 years old. We were just friends, honestly.
Yes, but didn't you guys have like a reconnection? Though, right?
We did.
Like,
we went our own ways for 10 years and then we reconnected. Yes. But I am married to him now. So
yes. Oh,
there's that.
Shout out Timmy.
Okay, so Ian went on to become a U.S. Marshal, and U.S. Marshals, as we know, they transport inmates, they protect judges. It's an important job.
It's pretty
cool. And he's trustworthy.
He's supposed to be.
So most people have questioned their relationship, Leslie and Ian, but she's like, we're just friends. And then she says, and this kind of maybe gave it away a little bit. She's like, when he met Angela, I was very happy for them. Yeah. I don't know why. I just get the vibe that there's unrequited love here.
I agree because, okay. And she makes a point.
Go ahead. No,
I was just going to say, she makes a point to always talk about how happy she is for him in his love life. And she says that she's not in love with him a lot. And I'm thinking about my friend. I never was like, I'm not in love with him. I was like, ew, no, we've never touched each other. Do you know what I mean? It was more like that. I don't know. I'm trying to put myself in that situation.
Because I wonder if it's unrequited. Because, I mean, I grew up, I was always the fat girl. I was always rejected. So, like, I get that. There's a lot of guys out in the world that I liked that didn't like me. And this just has that vibe.
I think you're exactly right. That is exactly what that is. I think
in retrospect, she dodged a bullet.
Oh my God. Yeah. But she doesn't think we'll get to it.
No. So we have his voice, but we don't see him, which makes me immediately suspicious.
Yes.
He says he met Angela at a Starbucks in Anaheim. So these guys are Disney adults. Okay. They're hardcore Disney adults. And they hit it off and they moved into his condo. And I wrote, red flag number 1, he proposed after 3 weeks.
When I rewinded it, I said, did he just say 2 to 3 weeks? He said 2 to 3 weeks. So, it was 2 weeks.
And yes. Now, again, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. Again, I married, Timmy moved into my apartment 2 weeks after our first date, but we knew each other for 30 years. I didn't just meet him.
Oh, see, unfortunately, Mitchell and I did just kind of meet each other. We laugh about that.
Hey, it worked out.
It worked out. We always joke about how reckless.
And it does work out sometimes. Many times it works out. Yes.
But what I was going to say is I thought it was funny when you're talking about them being Disney adults, when they were talking about the condo, one of the selling points was it was in walking distance to Disneyland.
And they could see the fireworks from the balcony.
Yeah, and they could see the fireworks. That was expensive.
And I know how impressive those fireworks are.
Listen, that would be cool to have on your, to be able to sit on your balcony. As I'm not a huge fireworks person, but
I like fireworks.
Cool. I like them like that from a safe distance. I'm a chicken when they're close by. It scares me.
Okay. You obviously didn't grow up like I did when your parents got trashed, almost blew their hands off, lighting fireworks on the 4th of July.
I grew up around
Hashtag
all my
country.
uncles doing. See, that's what I did, and that's why I'm scared. My parents
Mhm.
didn't, but my uncles and everything did. And like the Roman candle fights and the bottle rocket fights, that scares me.
And I just wrote, "Oh, here we go. Within a
Yeah.
few months, they're expecting twins."
I know. Different, or what is that expression? Second verse, same
You
as
know
the
what
first.
it is? I'm going to come out and say right now, this is stolen valor.
Yes.
Stop saying you had twins when you didn't live through the nightmare of having twins.
Yes, you're exactly right, Amy. You carried and birthed twins and then took care of them.
Stolen valor.
Yeah.
So May 2016, Ian and Leslie go to dinner and he tells her, listen, Angela's being stalked. Red flag number 2, right?
Oh my
Angela's
God.
being stalked by this biblical obsessed person named Lilith is Truth. And they're threatening her.
This was a lot.
Did you know this biblical reference?
Not at all.
I did not.
I know little to nothing about biblical references of any kind.
Same.
Yeah.
Apparently, Adam had a wife before Eve named Lilith, and she was banished from the Garden of Evil, started hooking up with Satan, as you do, having his children. They went out into the world. They kidnapped children at night. I don't know. This is very dark.
It was very dark, and I was like, what is happening? I think I hear Lilith, I think Frasier.
Yes.
Or Cheers.
Yes. So Angela at one
that's
point,
all I can think of.
Angela at one point says she feels like someone's lurking outside the condo, and she's going running, and she just has a little Yorkie. As somebody who had 2 little Yorkies, they are not protection.
No, not at all. No, that's collateral damage, if anything. And why would you go out? Why would you go out?
Ian did have an ex, and her name was Michelle, but that was 4 months. I'm like, wait, what? So you're proposing to this woman 2 weeks after you meet her, and you broke up with Michelle 4 months ago.
I'm seeing a pattern with Ian here.
And then the complication becomes that they are living in the joint condo that he owns with Michelle. And immediately I'm like, where's Michelle? Is Michelle dead? Where is she?
Seriously, where's Michelle? And what a mess. And like, come on, Angela, did you know that moving in? Like, if I can't imagine, if he's like, do you want to move in with me? No, I still own this with my ex-fiancée. But that's fine. Like, I mean, do what you want, but I just feel like you're kind of inviting chaos into your life a little bit. Yeah, that drama.
I did have a car still in my ex-husband's name that we shared that he had possession of when I got together with Timmy, and he wasn't making payments on it, of course. And it was like, destroying my credit. So because we wanted to like save our credit in some way, we did pay it off.
Yeah.
We only owed a couple $1,000s on it or something like that. But yeah, it was messy. Whenever you go into a new relationship with shared items, it can be messy.
Listen, I've caught some shit for this. I did joint custody with a dog for several months with my college boyfriend. We lived together. We were together a long time, and it was messy. It ended poorly. I won. Dog was with me.
Okay.
But
I was going to say, where is the dog?
No. Oh, my Luigi. Okay. He passed away a few years ago. Right. But yeah, it was crazy. We were doing joint dog custody. It was chaos.
It's hard when things break up. So like, I have to say this, the time between is what raised the red flag.
I agree
Not
completely.
that they necessarily had the condo, because it could have been a messy breakup. It was the 4 months ago that really.
It's the 4 months ago. Yeah, we still own property, and just don't involve yourself.
They decide to go to the police, and Angela is telling the police officers like, Michelle knows me. She's come to my work. She's seen me in my home. And Anaheim PD are kind of like, nothing we can really do here. Like,
see this all the time.
She's emailing you, but like, there's nothing we could do. Okay. So they advise her to file a restraining order. And Angela files the restraining order, and friend Leslie is like, I'll serve it for you.
Excited to do so. Interesting, isn't it? And recording it on her phone, which I mean, I guess for safety purposes. Yeah. But it was odd.
The emails keep coming. The threats keep coming. So they keep calling the police, and we see the police respond. We're seeing body cam footage. The emails have photos of decapitated people, fetuses. And the cops ask Ian, like, was she ever violent? And he said, well, she did threaten to like stab herself and burn the entire condo to the ground with them inside of it. I'm like,
There's that one
what'd you
time
do
she
to
did
this
do
girl?
that. That was my thought too. I'm like, what pushed her to that? What did you do? Yeah.
Now we get into like the Brendan Banfield of it all. Right?
I know. Right. Again, that's what I'm saying. There's so many cases like this.
If you guys aren't familiar with that case, can you TLDR it? You probably know it better than I do. Do you know it? No?
Not the nitty gritty.
All I know is, hold on, let me pull it up.
Yeah, that one, because sometimes I get that stuff with the Brian Walsh and the details of a lot of those guys, and that one, the American Idol guy. You know who I'm talking about? All these lovely husbands, I get their details all mixed up as to which one is which.
Okay, so this happened in Virginia. Brendan Banfield was having an affair with the family's Brazilian au pair.
The nanny one.
And what happened is he and the au pair set the wife up to make it look like she was being murdered. Like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And what they did is they like lured somebody there in a Craigslist ad saying that they wanted to role play rape or something like that. And then they ended up killing the guy. It's a whole thing. So she lived. Right? Did she live?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. You probably are going crazy right now. I'm doing the best I can. No, she did not live. She did not live.
Okay.
Unfortunately. So Christine Banfield and Joseph Ryan were the victims, and they eventually caught them because the au pair, I believe, called the cops too early, and they overheard some stuff on the phone. So it was a whole thing, but it was very similar. Like, they lured this guy to try to make it look like he was going to attack her. And that's what happens here. Michelle responds to an ad on Craigslist using pictures of Angela and invites a guy to come to the condo and rape her, posing as Angela.
Yeah.
Come to my house, she writes, and even if I scream, don't stop.
Yep. No matter how loud, no matter how scared I seem.
Maybe Craigslist needs to be shut down.
That's
or at least some more safety protocols.
Well, because that's terrifying. I mean, that could end sideways so easily.
There needs to be some kind of like a better verification point or something.
Yes.
Well, this guy Rick is pretty smart. The guy who answered the ad, because he gets there and he realizes that there's a man's name on the mailbox, like on
and he instantly is like,
and he's like,
this feels weird. This doesn't
not
smell
getting
right.
involved with the man or a husband. I watched the Brendan Banfield trial. Maybe he's a couch detective.
He probably is. He's like, I'm not trying to get shot. Like, seriously.
So now everyone is kind of like, why is Michelle not in jail? Like, this is serious. Now she's hiring people to rape Angela.
Yeah. I mean,
this happened in 2016, so he could not have watched that trial. But you know what I mean.
Well, but still, seriously.
He watched enough true crime. He knew.
It was on his radar.
So January 2016, this is when we get that 911 cold opening from Angela, the phone call. We see the cops responding, and they're finally like, okay, this is enough to bring Michelle in. They go and get her.
Yeah.
They go and get her. We hear Michelle. She's like, yes, I sent an email. And I realized it probably sounded crazy. So you're like, oh, okay.
I know when she said, yeah, I sent that email. Were you like, what?
Yeah.
I'm
was. Like, and it's like 20 minutes in and you're like, okay, so this is wrapped up. What's going to happen next?
See, right? Because we get the little black screen wrapping things up. And I looked and I'm like, there's still like 45 minutes left. What is happening?
We meet Michelle's dad, Mike, and Michelle was questioned, and they lay out the emails, and Michelle's like, yeah, I wrote the Lilith emails. I have no idea why I did this. I was not in my right mind. And she even says to them, like, I heard a lot about this growing up, this religious stuff, and maybe it was like some kind of weird brain dump from adolescence. Like, she doesn't know.
I have kudos to her. This took some guts to get on camera and be like, and talk about what all she talks about. I have a lot of respect for that.
I want to talk about something that I thought was weird.
Okay.
So in this, they don't interview her directly yet. Yeah. When we see her being questioned, it's current, but they're
Yes.
reenacting the questioning.
Yes.
And he can't, but they don't make that obvious.
Yes, I had noticed that too. And I felt like they were trying to make her look like she was kind of kooky. Did you pick up on that? They kept focusing on her eyes and like her blinking a lot. And now, since we're coming off of watching all the convicting a murderer stuff, I'm very like, what's everybody doing? What are we doing?
I know. I don't trust anyone.
Same. I don't trust anybody.
So we learned that Michelle and Ian met in 2013. She grew up loving and watching Disney, and she wanted her prince, and Ian was real into Disney. See, this is the problem with Disney. You can't trust everybody who's dressed up like Prince Eric. Stop.
No, I know you and I have discussed this. Now we're not Disney girlies. We've said this, but I was not a Disney princess kid even. I
was too old for it. It wasn't a thing when I was a kid.
I was kind of into Jasmine because I liked that she had a tiger. You would have loved her because she was like Joe.
I will say I know everything I know from Disney is through my ex-husband's younger sisters. He was the oldest kid, and he had a lot of like little sisters when I met him. So I used to babysit them a lot, and I know all about Disney from them. But I was a little too old for it.
I wasn't super into it. So
like when I was a kid, it was Bambi, Fox and the Hound. It was like the original old school stuff. Yeah.
Gut wrenchers. But yeah, no, I have one of my really good lifelong friends she's a Disney adult, and she would love to have a house within walking distance of Disneyland.
Whatever gets you through the night.
That's what I'm saying, right? Again, I play The Sims sometimes. I have nothing to say.
I play Dungeon Keeper. That's a deep cut. If anyone has ever played that, let me know. So it's like you're this little, like you have imps that you control, and they build things for you, and you fight against rival dungeon keepers.
Oh, I would be so into that.
It's real good. Yeah,
I love
good. Yes.
I'm such a nerd too.
I love The Sims though too. Okay. So Michelle says her favorite princess was Belle.
Okay.
And she says, I had never met someone so into Disney as an adult. And she said, I loved when men could be vulnerable and sensitive and very sweet. And he seemed to be that for me. Yeah. So they move in together. He finds these condos. The deal was that she would front all the money for the down payment. Red flag.
You haven't known him that long.
And he would pay the mortgage, or at least help with the mortgage.
So it's like, okay,
I got eyes on that.
Michelle buys the condo and Ian helps out when he feels like it or can. That's...
They are 10 minutes from Disney, like you said, and they could see the nightly fireworks from their balcony. Yeah. She wiped out her savings to do this.
Oh, that made me sick when she said that.
Ugh. So she moves in together, and they move in together, and she says, quote, things got weird.
That sucks. Oh, that just sucks.
Yeah. So in 2013, now we cut to 2013 for some reason. So we go back in time.
Yeah.
Jason Rayburn walks into a bar in Huntington Beach, and he says, I see this really cute blonde. Again, at this point, I'm like, where are we going with this?
I agree. I liked it, but there were a few times it was very hard to follow. Yeah.
This really cute blonde in this Huntington Beach bar, she claims to be an attorney with the Department of Justice. He's in law enforcement. So he's like, this is perfect.
Perfect. I'm in.
She introduces herself as Angie. And I'm like leaning in.
I know. Okay. Is it the same Angie? Uh-oh.
She was fun, kind, vivacious, amazing. A few months down the road, he asks her to move in. Everything's going well until let's get those bingo cards, guys. Now we got fake cancer.
Oh my God. We get all of it. We're getting
fake twins, fake cancer.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy. This poor guy, I liked Jason too. I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him.
So he's like, I'll help you out. I'll go with you. We'll get through this together. She's like, no. I'm independent. I got this.
And he says she gets weird about it. Like, weirdly, I don't want you involved in this.
We hear from Mary. Mary is real pissed off.
Mary is bitter.
I want to start writing the chirons for these because I wanted to say like Mary, Angie's friend, and still super pissed off about this.
Yes, because she is like, I love how sassy she gets, but oh my God, this wound is still fresh for Mary. She's not
She's
over
like,
this.
I even cut off my hair in solidarity with her. She's pissed.
Get it? Oh,
Jason says there was one appointment I accompanied her to.
Oh my God.
And she wouldn't let me go back with her. So I kind of go up to the receptionist and I'm like, what kind of cancer treatment place is this? And it was like a skin cancer place. And she was getting a cancerous or suspicious mole removed from her ankle. And she's like, well, that's part of my treatment.
It's part of it. You know, when he's talking about sitting in the waiting room and he started getting this feeling that things were off, something wasn't right. Because like we've heard time and time again, bingo card, $1 for every time somebody says, I didn't want to be the asshole who questions, does this person really have cancer? But something felt off.
That.
Yes. It's crazy because you can't, as you're in the waiting room, you want to be like, I thought, you know, but your wheels would be spinning. Seriously.
Yeah. So Mary says, I started to realize Angela was faking losing her hair. And she says, quote, this bitch has more hair than I do.
When like, she said that, I was like, oh, she caught her tucking her hair into her beanie.
So they're on to her now and they start checking into this shit. Mary calls a cancer center. They're like, we don't know what you're talking about. Nobody here by that name, even though that's the place she was going.
Yep. Pictures.
And then Jason takes one of her chemo bag pictures and does a quick reverse image search. Well, they didn't have that then. He scours the internet for it.
Yeah.
He actually
went
finds
deep.
it.
She went deep. He said it was what page, like a 10, 11, 12.
She's
something
very
like that.
smart. If you're going to lift an image, you go at least page 5.
Oh, least. Yeah. She definitely thought she had it. Oh,
if you're going to go twin ultrasound, you need to go page 30.
Oh my gosh. This must have been before the website Taylor Parker used, fakeapregnancy.com.
Yeah, and it must have been before Laura Owens got hers as well.
Valid. These ladies should never all meet each other. May they never all meet. Yes, the Fiverr logo. Oh my God.
Jason is like, okay, we're done. We need to get her out of her house. Now, in one of the wildest things I've ever seen in a true crime doc, they do an intervention and we see it.
Were you dying?
I was dying. I was so glad somebody had their iPhone out. I was so glad.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be in the room because can you even imagine the tension and the energy? But to watch it, I'm like that Michael Jackson eating the popcorn gif.
Oh, yes.
Or gif or whatever.
Yes. So I wrote, this is wild. He's like, you're not an attorney. You don't have cancer. Mary is screaming, show your report, you fucking liar. Chasing her out of the place. I'm
ripping her clothes off. Like,
it's wild.
Oh my gosh. It was
so back in like current time now. Michelle's dad said, this has been very hard on our family.
Oh,
we lost our entire family business because, you know, the news is picking up that this woman, Michelle, his daughter, is threatening and hiring people to attack a pregnant woman.
Yes.
It's bad.
It's bad. Like he says, their family believes it, their friends, everybody. Like, what do you do? What do you do? Because it looks bad.
Now, Ian calls Leslie one night. It's 2 a.m. Okay. And he says, I have something to tell you. The sonogram is fake.
I mean, we saw this coming, right?
Yep. They go through her stuff, Angela's stuff, and they find pregnancy tests and markers. And they tell the police she has faked the pregnancy.
This is a trope now. Who knew this was going to become a trope that we were going to be
stolen valor.
And again, another fake attorney. This is just like worst neighbor ever. Is she billing people?
Also like Laura Owens. Didn't she try to say she was an attorney of some kind? I don't know.
Yes. Her lies are so hard to keep track of.
I know. He says he Googled fake sonograms and the twin sonogram was the 10th image. Girl, you got lazy.
She did get lazy. She didn't try as hard that time.
Ian is now calling Angela, and this is what was suspicious to me. Because we hear his voicemails to her, and because she's not answering. And he's like, I still love you, and I hope you're okay. I'm like, this is a guy who's curating his image. He knows people are going to listen to these, and he knows this is very much like, I can't get the flowers for Papa.
Hey,
or whatever the fuck
beautiful.
it was.
The basket for Papa.
The basket. Thank you.
You're right.
Hi,
You're exactly
beautiful.
right.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi, beautiful. Because what does Ian say? He's like, so I guess that means I still love you. He
Right.
says
So I'm like,
you're right. You know what? You're
I'm
right.
like, oh, he's the killer. Like I couldn't keep it straight.
I did not catch that.
I was flip-flopping all over the place.
I was suspicious of him, but not this. I thought he was going to be I don't know. I thought something was going to be a little off with Ian. I thought maybe he and Leslie were going to be together, honestly, or like something was going on there. I wasn't sure, but I did not see this coming.
So now they tell the police, we're not sure that Michelle did anything wrong here because Angela's cray-cray because she faked her pregnancy.
Yes.
And the police call Angela and they ask her, do you know Jason Rayburn? Now, they never told us how the police connected those dots, but
I would love to know.
They did. And they're like, did you have cancer? And she says, oh, yeah, I dated Jason. And there was talk about cancer. I had some skin biopsies. Girl.
Oh, you
said you had leukemia. Cancer.
And you were telling you were scammanding all over the place. And
it was
also, I tried to look into this. This afternoon, I tried to Google some about this and see. There's like nothing out there other than the articles just about when they were arrested and all this happened. So I'm curious to see where the Reddits go after this because I would love to know how that connected. Because they did not tell us.
No,
they didn't tell us at all.
Michelle was in jail for 4 months for this.
This poor woman. It's awful. And what a weird universe we're in right now because again, this is Steve Avery adjacent, but not. You know what I mean? This poor woman deserves Kathleen Zellner.
Steve Avery, not poor Steven.
No,
little poor Steven.
Let it be heard for the free feed. We have come to the light.
Yeah, if you guys are on Murder Club, our $8 Patreon or Apple subscriptions, you know we've been doing Making Murder. You all told us to watch Convicting Murder. Yesterday, you heard our thoughts on that.
We've
totally
ate our crow. We flipped. Yep.
Leslie does remember. She's like, I do remember Angela asking me for details about Michelle, and then really kind of hyper focusing on Michelle. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Initially, I don't think that's weird. I don't think that's a red flag because wouldn't you? I would be like, if I was dating somebody and they had a close friend like that, I'd be like, so what happened?
Yeah, and I was living in their condo. I would be like,
I don't think that's
what's
weird.
the deal here? I don't think it's weird either.
Yeah.
On January 6, 2017, Angela's arrested and pleads guilty to fraud, false imprisonment, and falsely reporting a crime. I wonder what the false imprisonment was.
They also did. I think there was rape charges too. Did you catch that?
No.
I thought that's what they said.
Okay.
Or attempted. You know what I mean? Yeah, she faced a lot of charges.
Ian annulled their marriage in April 2017. Angela was sentenced to 5 years. Okay, again, done. Michelle's released. I'm like, okay, we're done.
Wait a minute, false imprisonment. Do you think that is a charge for Michelle being in prison?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So Michelle is released.
Yeah. And she says, I was really annoyed because I was painted as crazy, as was Angela, but no one looked at Ian. And I was like, what?
Oh my gosh, Ian. It's the man.
So the Department of Justice gets involved in this.
I like
because
this
it is their job to oversee what he was.
He's a U.S. Marshal.
A U.S. Marshal, thank you. I had brain fog.
I did too.
Thanks, perimenopause. Jason Higley is the agent who gets his hands around this, and he has a duty, he says, to investigate Ian's involvement. So he listened to the interviews with Ian, and he says, if you listen back, he sounds nervous and anxious. And I also notice, he says, that Ian keeps leaving the room, but still sort of feeding answers to Angela.
Trying to control the conversation.
This is like when I was trying to set up a savings account the other day. That's going to be in Timmy and my, both of our names. The person wanted to talk to Timmy, right? I'm like, okay, hold on. I put Timmy on the phone. Literally, what's my social security number? What's my address? What's my number? I'm just feeding it all to him. Like, you might as well just let me talk.
I always say this. I always have this thing I say to Mitchell. What if I die? What are you going to do?
Timmy at least knows the social security number, but like he was asking me a lot of other questions.
One time, oh my God, Mitchell will kill me for this. He was filling out, he panicked. He was like, what's Luke's birthday? And I looked at him and I was like, what? And he was like, I can't remember it. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Our one child.
Yes. Yes. We only have one birthday to remember too.
That's true. You have a twofer. You got a twofer.
So he's like, he is believing now that something's up with Ian. He's onto this.
I liked this guy. He was really suspicious about this.
Him too.
Yeah.
One thing he noticed is the way that Ian talks about Michelle. He refers to her as a bitch, and his language always amps up.
Her.
He really wants her locked up, which that to me was like, I could see a world where someone is threatening my pregnant wife.
And
I'm going to be angry.
Yeah.
I'm going to be angry. So that could be, I don't know. I could look at that either way.
Yeah.
They questioned Michelle if anything strange happened in her relationship with Ian. And she says, yes.
Yes, it sure did.
He called me one day and asked me if he could watch me have sex with another man. And she said, I was appalled, but I understand that people have different fantasies. And she's like, I'm super wholesome. And I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah, this poor woman.
She said she even waited till she was 21 years old to drink.
I know. She even said, she's like, I was like the epitome of the good girl. She was so straight.
And not that there's anything wrong with having these fantasies or anything, but like this was just not her world.
It's different. There's a difference between consenting adults and someone being forced to do something against their will. That 100%. Is where, that's why, yeah.
So she's like, maybe this is what women do, and I guess I'll do it. And he starts showing her Craigslist profiles and ads, and so she's like, I'll do it one time and then I'm done.
God, he broke her spirit.
It happened on February 14th.
I know. Like, and she says he was relentless. I just, can you imagine?
He was breaking her down.
He broke her down all the way. And God, and it's just so I feel for her so much for that. It's so sick that he made her do that against her will like that.
Me too. So she thought maybe they could move past this, right? So they end up getting engaged, and then he starts asking her to change things about herself. Get fake nails, get a belly button ring, dress a certain way. And she's like, I was young and I didn't have a fully developed sense of self. And I was really glad that she acknowledged that.
She did. And she also said she hadn't really dated anybody else. So she was very naive in all the ways when it came to this.
He started stalking her, controlling her. Like, she would drive to work and home and school and home. And if she deviated from that, he would be ringing her phone. So clearly he's tracking her.
He was tracking her.
She makes her escape one day while Leslie is there because she knows he won't do anything in front of Leslie. And she drove to her mom and dad's house and she was safe there.
We forgot to mention, he put surveillance cameras in the house to monitor her while she was cooking. Remember, he set them up so he could... And they were we saw some clips of it. They're just like by the oven. It's just so creepy.
This guy's creep.
Yes.
He won't let her go. He's texting her. He's calling her names. He's running background checks on her parents. Like, he's a lunatic.
He's frightening. And he's got the resources to do scary shit, which is why.
And he's law enforcement. Here we go.
He's a Fed, I think, technically, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. So she has like a mental break at some point and writes a few angry emails, and she signs them Lilith. She leaves all of her devices one day and drives and drives and drives. And she says, I really think I had a dissociative like episode.
Yeah. She talks about feeling herself slipping away
out of my body. She comes to in the middle of nowhere. She says a family picks her up, gets her to safety, and she was in Arizona.
She was in a whole different state.
She is told she has complex PTSD and she had an episode. And so when they arrested her and they confronted her with these emails, she thought that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I did that. But she also, this poor girl, because
I know,
she's probably questioning her sanity. Like, did I send a bunch more? I know I dissociated.
she's like, I don't remember driving to Arizona, so maybe
Yeah.
I know. I feel so sorry for her.
She says that Jason Higley was the first person who believed her and was on her side, and she cries remembering the relief that she felt.
Can you imagine though? Everybody, and people are side-eyeing you, and everybody just, everybody's whispering about you. It's just having someone like validate what you've just gone through. Like the doctor who validated that she just went through something so extremely traumatic. I feel so much for her. I'm glad she has a really solid family to fall back on.
I am too. Now the cops are like, could Angela not have been the mastermind here? Because they realized that Ian was mimicking those 2 emails. Somebody was.
Yeah.
So they go back to Rick, our guy from Craigslist, and they question him, and he's speaking anonymously. He tells us the rape fantasy is a common thing. They look at the body camera, and Jason is like, Ian was able to communicate with and identify Rick immediately. So he didn't have to like comb through a bunch of Craigslist. Like he knew immediately who this was. He went right to it.
Yes. That's odd.
Yep.
I especially when you have allegedly no idea how to I wouldn't have a clue how to hop on there and navigate that right now. Do you know what I mean? I've been on Craigslist in probably 15 years.
No, me either. He uses his personal email account to chat with Rick, and he's like, "Are you coming to my condo in Anaheim tonight?" Like, and Rick had never said that. So where did he get that information from? So he knows things.
Oops. He's like a BTK. He's telling a little too much.
He's a dummy.
He's so frightening. And I'm glad.
Jason Higley says, Ian and Angela were not getting the responses they wanted from the police with the emails and pictures, so they had to ramp it up. And they look through Ian's work computer and they find the Lilith is Truth email. He tried to delete them. But they were able to find them, and they arrested him in May of 2021.
It's craziness.
Leslie says, I knew there was no chance he would plead guilty. He would do everything in his power to prove his innocence. Girl.
Okay, right? Were you waiting to see how she was going to fall? Because I was curious if she was going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that. Or if she was going to be just Janie Peterson.
This is like me when I was 15 and my boyfriend cheated on me in front of my own eyes. And I was still like, maybe we have a chance. Like, come on.
Mitchell and I were just having a conversation about that. Like when you're in teenage relationships and you're like, well, sometimes you just hate your boyfriend.
I'm so stupid.
Yes.
So he is found guilty of stalking, perjury, and obstruction of justice. He's serving a 10-year federal prison in Texas. So we are all marked safe for 10 years.
Yeah, from Ian. Oh my gosh. Then watch out if you're at Disney in 10 years. Holy shit.
Leslie cries and says, I couldn't believe it. I was so sad. And Jason Higley says, I interviewed that Leslie, and she's in love with him, right? Right? I'm like, Jason, you could be one of us.
I know. Jason, come hang out with us. When he was like, you could tell he was like, how am I going to say this? He's like, from my own experience talking to Leslie, I might say that you could think, like, he didn't want to say it. It was so funny. But don't ask, she isn't, Amy. Leslie is not in love with Ian. Stop saying it.
Leslie is not in love with Ian.
Leslie does not love Ian.
She says, I get asked that all the time. Needs to stop. She also says there's no evidence anyone can show me that would make me doubt his innocence because it's all Angela's fault. Okay. Angela loved to be the victim, says Jason Higley, and Ian exploited that.
Yeah.
Ian sold the condo in 2016 while Michelle was in prison for those 4 months, and she never got her money back.
That broke my heart. I had a feeling she wasn't ever going to be made right with that, but
So Michelle sued the Anaheim Police Department, got a significant settlement.
Good for her.
She claimed, I looked into this a little bit, she claimed they didn't do their due diligence to find out what was going on here. They just took their word for it and immediately went and arrested her.
Yeah.
But she did admit she was writing the emails.
Yeah.
when they questioned her. So like
This is it's a mind fuck for us right now a little bit,
mhm,
right, too, because
mhm,
we're just in this, like, post-conviction, wrongfully accused orbit, and,
mhm.
yeah, I don't know, she did admit that, and I would love to see the trial transcripts on that, right? Because how do you get out of that? How do you get out of that?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if so Michelle was 29 when this happened.
Okay.
Jesus, she might have even been younger because I think she was 29 like now.
Oh my god.
But I'm trying to see if Angela Diaz is out of prison because it didn't tell us, did it?
Mm-mm. I
Like
don't
there were
think
some
she
things that were
is.
missing.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to after this actually is out and it's in the zeitgeist and we get more information about it.
Here it is. Angela Diaz was charged with 10 felony counts. She pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 5 years in prison in October 2017. So she has to be
Oh,
out.
she's out.
She is now
Whoa.
divorced from Ian and she could not be reached for comment. This is from an NBC News article in 2023.
Interesting.
Mhm. Mhm.
Man, you know, when Michelle talks about how she started dating again, I
She
started
has a
think
little baby girl.
yes, but
Mhm.
can you imagine how terrifying being Michelle and you start dating again? You
I
would
ca-
I don't even know how you ever trust someone ever again after something like
I
that.
would never trust anyone.
No, I never would
Mm-mm.
either.
So, that's where we end. What did you think of this?
I thought it was a really crazy story. I
I
didn't
thought
know
it was a
anything
crazy
about
story.
it. It was good. It was interesting.
Mhm.
The twists and turns were wild. I think it's kind of crazy that these 2 met each other
Mhm.
and just were kind of firing gasoline. I really think.
They never really gave like a reason, right? Like a
No,
motive.
I
I
want
feel
that.
like it could have been, and this is so stupid, but could it have been that they just wanted her out of the way so they could get the condo?
Probably. Honestly, it usually boils down to something like that.
Like money. Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the money, and I think I don't know if now I would like to know if, Angela was really as jealous as Leslie was saying she was, because that could
Mhm.
be a thing too.
Well, and they never really explain. So, like, he and Angela concocted this together,
Right,
but
but we don't get, like,
but
why.
he was not in on the fake twin thing.
Right, because he was pissed off about the twins, obviously. That's
Yeah.
what's
See,
weird.
this
It's
is
like he
weird.
got they were getting each other. It was a
I
weird there's
feel
lots
like
of
we need more
layers.
information.
We absolutely need more information.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hope we get more because I don't know, hopefully people will start talking. I would
Yeah.
love to know. I wanna see if, Jason I'm sure he'll
Mhm.
start doing some interviews places. I
Mhm.
would love to
Mhm.
hear. I feel like Leslie's gonna be working the interviews.
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
seems like I don't know, I'm curious.
Both Jasons might speak out. Jason Higley and
Yes.
Jason Rayborn.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm
Yeah.
curious, but it was good, it was good. What do you think?
It was good. On the Durst scale, I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 Bobby
That's fair.
Dursts because it could
Mhm,
have been, we could have, there
mhm,
was some missing context
mhm.
that I needed here.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, I did not love how they filmed the Michelle interview
Mhm.
sections.
Mhm.
I felt like they were trying to confuse us, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Or were
And
they
I
just trying to be
also,
creative? I don't know.
the reason it's a 3, I'm going to even say a 3.5 Durst. And the
Okay.
reason it's 3.5 out of 5 is because I do think it was the appropriate length.
Always
And you
love
know
it.
me, I'm always irate when we get a 5-part documentary for something that could have been
Oh,
an email.
gosh, or
I
10.
felt like I felt like this hour and a half was
Yeah.
really perfect.
They've been on a good run with those lately. Let's keep that pattern up. These
Because all we
solid.
needed was more context that we just could have gotten from a talking head. You know what
Yes,
I mean? Like
yes,
Jason Higley, give him a little bit more screen time where he's saying how it's
yes.
connected.
I would like more screen time from
Mhm.
Jason because
Mhm.
he and I liked how he explained things because I wanna know if I wanna know how they came up with this plan and, like, whose idea was it?
Yeah, and
You
give
know what
us
I mean?
less of Leslie denying she's in love with them. Like who really
Yes.
cares?
Who cares?
That had
Yes.
nothing to do with anything.
We honestly, we could omit Leslie.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
maybe
omit her.
we don't need her. She doesn't bring anything
Mm-mm.
other than she's, like, Ian's hype girl, though.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
really her only purpose.
All right, guys, I wanted to talk real quick about our murder club meeting that is happening this evening. So it is July 22nd. It's happening at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you are on Patreon on our murder club, I will be posting the link shortly in the Patreon, and you will be able to just click on it and watch the YouTube live where we're going to be discussing Love Trapped.
It's going to be fun.
I will put it out for a replay after, but it will stay behind the paywall.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Apple subscribers, I can put the audio out for you to hear it. I have no way to send you a link or an email. So if you want to participate, and a lot of you have already done this, just message me on Facebook, or, you can email me at murdershewatchpod@gmail.com. Send me a screenshot of your subscription on Apple and send me your email. If you do those two things, I'll send an email out and now you have to do that by like 3:00 today.
Yeah.
If you're later than that, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're just going to have to listen to replay. All right. I think we said it all.
Yes. It was really good. It was good. Another frightening. Everybody's lying about being pregnant and having cancer and being lawyers. That's a theme.
Yes. Kyla, thank you. Thank you for stepping in.
Anytime. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Yep. And we wish Becca well. You guys will hear her tomorrow because we did our Tiger King, Where Are They Now? Which was great.
Yes. Yay. Yes. Can't wait for that.
Can't wait to hear her little baby.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.